Well, hello everyone. We're back once again, and as you can see, we're going to talk about our favorite person in the world, Miss Brie Larson. Yes, Captain Marvel herself. She's back at it once again. She's all on her woke box once again, and she cannot stop. You know, she's like the Energizer Bunny. She just keeps going and going and going. And today, this article here, Brie Larson wants female Avengers movie, not white dudes. Now, me personally, I don't have a problem with an all-female Avengers movie. That doesn't bother me whatsoever, not at all. If Marvel wants to make it, you know, as long as they have the right characters and the right story, Brie Larson, that's perfectly okay. But anytime Brie Larson's name comes up, it's never about the story. It's always about the woke narrative. And that is the difference right there. Now, I don't know why Brie Larson has to be so unbelievably woke on everything, but Brie Larson is an actress. Her job is to act. Now, if she wants to be a social justice warrior, you know, by all means, she can do that. She has a right to say whatever she wants to say, but we also have a right to respond to what she has to say. And that's what we're going to do right here, right now. Let's look at this. She actually gave an interview with CNET about intersectional feminism. Okay. All right. And it says here, in an interview with CNET, the subject of intersectional feminism is brought up, with Larson asked which characters in the MCU would she like to see get movies. She says here, I would love to see a Valkyrie solo movie for sure. I'd love to see a Miss Marvel movie for sure. I mean, they haven't even begun to tap into her abilities, and I love her story so much. It would be my hope she comes in sooner rather than later as Carol's sidekick, and then eventually kind of takes over. And then, of course, the Wakanda ladies. I would watch a whole movie of these warrior women. There's so much to be minded from that. So I think there's a lot of material out there and a lot of new worlds to delve into. Now, I like her take on the Wakanda women, talking about the basically the King's Guard for T'Challa, or any kings of Wakanda. And Okoye, man, she is really, really cool. She is actually a very, very strong female character. Now, my concern with that is, what kind of story would they be able to get from that? Now, I know that Marvel is very, very creative. They pretty much know what they're doing on that, but they're not really a superhero. And the MCU has really always been about superheroes. That's why you see movies about like Black Panther, Spider-Man, you know, basically all of these humans with enhanced abilities. Now, the women guards and soldiers that are in Wakanda, they are pretty much just humans with just very, very skilled. So I don't know how the story would actually work with that. If you guys have any ideas on that, I mean, I only really know about them from the movies, and based on what I've seen from the movies, I really don't know if there's much of a story to really tell about them in the traditional MCU way, because everyone in the MCU, as far as their origin story goes, is some supernatural strength and ability, and they don't really have that. So maybe if they were to tell the Wakanda story with these female soldiers, it would be like some kind of missions and stuff that they were on. That's the only thing I can really think of. Now, you guys let me know a little bit about Miss Marvel, a Valkyrie movie. I could see the MCU going that route, but you also have to remember, a lot of these characters that she's talking about here, they are minor characters. They're not very, very well known. Now, it is true that Iron Man, he was like a B-level character in the MCU, but however, Iron Man was much more well known than Valkyrie and probably even Miss Marvel, and definitely the Wakanda ladies. So Valkyrie, I don't know if they're gonna make that movie or not. I think what Marvel has on the slate right now is really just like the Immortals. I think that is coming way before any of the things that she's talking about here right now. But this next comment is where she really, really kind of gets on her woke bots here. So this says Brie Larson is also asked if she would be interested in directing a Marvel movie, which she replies totally. She is then questioned if she ever appeared in a buddy movie with Thor and Hulk, which character would she want to team up with? But Larson avoids the questioning and instead replies she wants a female Avengers movie. Brie, that wasn't the question. Why can't you just answer the question? But this is what she says. I'm still really into the idea of an all-female Avengers movie. Getting all the women together and getting them to work as a team would be so powerful and iconic. Just because having just seen Avengers Endgame, getting to see all of these characters on screen, you realize the beauty of these new superhero movies in that everybody has their own special skills they bring to the table, their own, superpower. And to see women to work together and in that way as a team is not something we've seen enough on screen. Okay. Why couldn't you just answer the question though? He asked you, which character would you team up with besides Thor and Hulk? And you couldn't even answer that question. So we all know, especially from this comment, that Brie Larson, she is just a sexist. She doesn't like men. We all know about the white man comment, but she doesn't like men in general. She didn't even address any characters, of, let's say, like Chinese characters, even though I think Shang-Chi, it's coming to the MCU. What about Black Panther 2? Black Panther 1 was a hit. Why can't we get Black Panther 2, Brie Larson? Even though I think that's on the slate, I'm just throwing that out there. Her comments is just, oh man. I don't even know really what to say about her anymore. She's just become so annoying on this. She just doesn't like men whatsoever. What have men really, really done to her? I mean, what have they done? Representation is the only thing that matters to her. The story, it doesn't matter. Brie Larson, I'm going to tell you this. The story is the only thing that should matter. If she wants to really get woke, why doesn't she address the fact that we have yet to get a Nick Fury movie? Nick Fury is a popular character. You have Samuel L. Jackson out there as Nick Fury. And from what I've heard, that in Captain Marvel, Samuel L. Jackson is kind of like her butler almost in that movie, washing dishes and stuff. She didn't call out the racism in that movie, but that's another story. So I'm going to digress on that. But I am beyond sick and tired of her comments. She needs to go away. She needs to go away. She needs to be, I guess, recast in the MCU. It seems like a lot of the people in the MCU, they don't even like her. I don't know why she was pretty much up in front in these Avengers Endgame interviews anyway, because she's in a movie for like 15 minutes. She had almost nothing to do with the movie, but yet she was on all these press tours, But that's just me. But Brie Larson back on the woke box. Not surprised. What do you guys think of this? Does this need to stop? Is her comments now just becoming comical? I think they are. It's just gotten so far out of hand. It's just so ridiculous. Brie Larson, good stories matter more than the identity politics. Remember that. Think of it. If Iron Man was a woman, if they said tomorrow, we're going to reboot Iron Man with a woman, would you get all up in arms about that? I mean, I wouldn't. I just want to know, is the story going to be good? That's the only thing that matters. Doesn't matter if well, it's Iron Man, so for one thing, it should be a man because it's called Iron Man. But still, even if they called it Iron Woman, I'm pretty sure she would be all up in arms about it. But my question is the story good? Because that's all that matters to me. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.